Hello everybody, this is Starman and welcome back to Let's Play Skyrim Special Edition. Well, last time you remember we made our first steps toward joining the Thieves Guild, and we are getting ready to do a little bit of collecting on behalf of them. And that's the Blackbriar Meadery. We were actually looking for the Pond Prawn. Now, Mjoll suggested that we start by destroying this prized dwarven jug. And that is the easy way to do it.
If I had it at bay, there's no need to do that.
Just pay them, Bercy.
So, can I interest you in anything today?
As a matter of fact, you can.
What? Oh, it's one of you people.
You people?
Brynjolf doesn't even bother to show up himself anymore, eh? What's this message?
I think you know what it is.
You're gouging me for what little coin I make, and you can't even protect yourselves? Ridiculous.
Oh, we can protect ourselves.
Don't fool yourself. It's only a matter of time before you people are run out of Riften. Likewise. Now I have a lot to do, so I'm afraid you'll just have to leave.
Okay, if my bow won't get the job done.
I can't believe you're doing this. Stop!
Oh my word.
If I had it, I'd pay. There's no need to do that.
Oh my
I'm sorry, you're going to have to leave. Tell Brynjolf he'll just have to make do without my coin. I'm sorry, you're going to have to leave. Tell Brynjolf he'll just have to make do. Stop! That's priceless!
This isn't happening.
There we go.
No! That urn was priceless. Alright, I get it. I'll pay on time from now on. Just don't smash anything else. Here, take your gold, and leave me in peace.
Alright, well, one down. It's worth noting that there is a reason for the Thieves Guild's ill fortune. But we'll get into that as the story continues.
What do you want? With the rumors going around about how poorly your guild's been doing, she's become much too bold. I'm not that foolish. The last thing I want is a war with your people. Look, I'm only telling you this because I care for her. Don't mistake this as acceptance for what you do. Kirava has some family at a farm just inside of Morrowind. If you mention you know about it, she might just listen to you. Just please don't harm anyone. I couldn't bear the thought.
Oh, that won't be a problem.
If you'll excuse me, I have other things to attend to.
If your allegiance lies with the Empire, we haven't much to discuss.
You look like someone who can hold their liquor. What do you say to some cheap meat?
Here for a room or something to drink? No, and I never will. Now get out of my inn. How could you possibly know about... Please, my family means too much to me. Don't hurt them. Very well. Here. Take this back to Brynjolf and tell him he'll have no more trouble from me.
I'm selling the best meat in town for cheap. Interested?
Not really.
If you're looking for a challenge, you've come to the right place.
Yes.
You're not from around here. Imperial spy, perhaps?
A few drinks, a few laughs, and a contest. What could be better?
Well, quite a few things, but I don't have time for that at the moment. But that drinking contest might be fun later. So, we're 2 for 3 on the collection.
trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend?
Who said that? Yeah, easy peasy, that one.
It's you. Please, don't hurt me.
My reputation precedes me.
I know who you are. You've been terrorizing the entire city. Please, there's no need for that here. Message understood. Here, I even have the payment.
Alright. Easy peasy.
Divines bless you. May the ground you walk quake as you pass.
Well, let's go and...
I've never seen Mjoll this upset about anything. The city really gets to her.
Yes, this is Aerin, also known in the fandom as Captain Friendzone. And why?
Oh, it's you. Not here to rob me, are you?
Mjoll told me that it isn't this bad everywhere. Maybe one day I'll venture out and see if she's right. Mjoll's brought me nothing but safety and peace of mind. And some lessons with the blade.
Yeah?
And yeah, no conversation
Stay
options
away
with
from
her.
me and I'll forget we had this discussion.
I hope that someday this city will be free from corruption, and we can all live in peace.
Yeah. Well, we have not gotten that story from him. I thought that you got it from him, but apparently you have to get it from y'all. But once you're high enough level, she will tell you the story about how he found her outside a dungeon and nursed her back to health. At least that's what he told her. Which is odd because all of his other dialogue indicates that he's never set foot outside of Riften. So I've got a theory that he just happened to find her in a hospital amnesic after some other adventurer brought her back and said, "Oh yeah, I totally healed you and nursed you back to health, and yeah, you want to be my girlfriend?" Because he will follow her around like a lost puppy forever and ever when she's not out adventuring. Of course, by saying we want to be part of the Thieves Guild, we've pretty much closed off a lot of conversation options with her, unless we do one certain thing.
Stay out of trouble, or there's gonna be trouble.
So, job's done and you even brought the gold. Best of all, you did it clean. I like that.
Clean's the only way I do things.
Keeping the guards quiet can be expensive.
Well done.
And it would seem I owe you something in return. Here you go. I think you'll find these quite useful.
Aversion of Frost, Draught of Pickpocketing, Solution of Health. Well, what's next?
Judging from how well you've handled those shopkeepers, I'd say you've done more than simply prove yourself. We need people like you in our outfit.
Ooh, outfit. If there's more gold where that's from, I'm in.
That's the spirit. Larceny's in your blood. The telltale sign of a practiced thief. I think you'll do more than just fit in around here.
Before we go, I have to ask.
What's on your mind?
Word is your outfit isn't doing well.
We've run into a rough patch lately, but it's nothing to be concerned about.
Kind of is, actually.
You keep making us coin, and I'll worry about everything else. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
Now, if there are no more questions, how about following me and I'll show you what we're all about?
Even if you're one of us, you better not make trouble.
And Lydia is staring at us in judgment.
I think you better listen to Mercer and Brynjolf first. We could talk later.
And yeah, there's pathway into the Ratway Vaults, which are a useful little training ground. And we'll have to come back to them later for the story mode, so we'll deal with that later. And here we go, the Ragged Flagon Cistern.
Mercer, this is the one I was talking about. Our new recruit.
This better not be another waste of the Guild's resources, Brynjolf. Before we continue, I want to make one thing perfectly clear. If you play by the rules, you walk away rich. You break the rules and you lose your share. No debates, no discussions. You do what we say, when we say. Do I make myself clear?
Rules? We're thieves. What's the point of rules? Yeah, well.
Good. Then I think it's time we put your expertise to the test.
Wait a moment. You're not talking about Golden Glow, are you? Even our little Vex couldn't get in.
You claim this recruit possesses an aptitude for our line of work. If so, let him prove it. Golden Glow Estate is critically important to one of our largest clients. However, the owner has suddenly decided to take matters into his own hands and shut us out. He needs to be taught a lesson. Brynjolf will provide you with the details.
Mercer, aren't you forgetting something?
Hmm? Oh, yes. Since Brynjolf assures me you'll be nothing but a benefit to us, then you're in. Welcome to the Thieves Guild.
Welcome to the family, lad. I'm expecting you to make us a lot of coin. So don't disappoint me.
So, how do I get my cut of the spoils?
Simple. Do as you're told and keep your blade clean. We can't turn a profit by killing. You should talk with Delvin Mallory and Vex. They know their way around this place, and they'll be able to kick some extra jobs your way. Oh, and talk to Tonelia in the Flagon. She'll set you up with your new armor.
Alright, learn more about the Thieves Guild from them. Retrieve Thieves Guild armor from Tonelia. And, well, let's find out this Golden Glow job.
Golden Glow Estate is a bee farm. They raise the wretched little things for honey. It's owned by some smart-mouth wood elf named Arengoth. We need you to teach him a lesson by burning down 3 of the estate's hives and clearing out the safe in the main house.
What's the catch?
The catch is that you can't burn the whole place to the ground. That important client Mercer mentioned would be furious if you did.
That client is, incidentally, Maven Blackbriar, who, with that farm out of the way, will be running the only mead-making business in town.
Aye. The last thing we want to be doing is crossing our clients. Maven prefers that Arengoth remains alive, but if he tries to stop you from getting the job done, kill him. The guild has a lot riding on this. Don't make me look foolish by mucking it up. They're built like small fortresses to resist the weather, but their one weakness is flame. Besides, nothing tells the people of Riften we mean business better than a huge column of smoke. I'll give you one good reason. Maven Blackbriar.
Like I said.
Burn all the hives, and she'd have to import honey for Blackbriar meadery, which would cut into her profits. We had an arrangement with Maven. We kept an eye on Golden Glow Estate to make sure the honey kept flowing. If the workers had a dispute, we'd rough them up. If competitors tried to buy honey from Arengoth, we'd steal the shipments. In return, Maven allowed us to extort Arengoth and bring in a huge payout. Let me put it to you this way. Nothing happens in Riften without Maven's consent. One word from her, and you could spend the rest of the 4th era in prison.
And yeah, it's frustrating, given all of the things that she's involved in, that there's not a path that allows you to see her brought to justice. Which is unfortunate, because in addition to her many other crimes, Maven is also working with the Empire against the rebellion in Skyrim. And depending upon which way you side in the Civil War story, Maven can wind up as the horribly corrupt, well, even more corrupt, Thane of Riften. Or Jarl of Riften, excuse me.
Golden Glow Estate brought in a mountain of gold for the guild. You could almost call it our sweetest deal. Then out of the clear blue, Arengoth stopped sending us our cut. Mercer was, well, angry to put it kindly. So we send in Vex and find out he's hired a bunch of mercenaries to guard the place.
Mercenaries, not Riften guards?
Aye. Arengoth sent the city guard packing and fortified the entire island. In fact, Vex barely made it out of there alive. You should talk to her about it before you go. You watch yourself on that island. Those mercenaries don't take prisoners.
Alright, let's go ahead and talk to everybody out here.
Before we begin, I want to make two things perfectly clear. One, I'm the best infiltrator this rat hole of a guild's got. So if you think you're here to replace me, you're dead wrong. And two, you follow my lead and do exactly as I say. No questions, no excuses. Before we begin, I want to make two things perfect. One, and two, then we understand each other. Good. Now, it's time to get your feet wet. And I don't want to waste a lot of time talking about anything but business. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. We're in a bad way down here.
Any idea why?
Who knows? Old Delvin thinks it's some kind of curse. I think he's crazy. If you want my opinion, I'd say it's just plain old bad luck.
The irony is they're both right.
You can get out there and start making a name for us again. Make them start fearing us like they did long ago. And while you're at it, make a little bit of coin on the side. Not a bad deal, eh?
Let's see. Extra work, training and lockpicking. Ran into trouble at Golden Glow.
Yeah, I did. That wood elf's wit. He's a lot smarter than I expected. Can you believe that fetcher had more than tripled the guard? There must have been 8 of them in there. It was like he was daring us to come and get him. Well, there's an old sewer tunnel that dumps into the lake on the northwest side of the island. That's how I slipped in there. Should still be unguarded. If you're ever in need of some quick coin for items you find on the job, Tanelia is the best fence around. And besides myself, Delvin, Niruin, and Vipper can help you with any sort of training you might need to sharpen your skills. Are you kidding me? Ever since the guild's luck turned sour, we haven't had a coin to our name. And when the coin dried up, that's when people started to leave. We had the best of everything down here. The Ratway was a damn palace. The only way this place will ever return to its glory days is if we can finish these extra jobs and start the gold flowing again. The Flagon was once a city beneath the city. We had our own smith, our own alchemist, you name it. If we can make a name for ourselves in Skyrim once again, I can almost promise you those merchants would return. Best of all, we'd have enough gold to throw around so we could start living in the lap of luxury again.
Albeit living in the lap of luxury in a sodding sewer.
I handle the burglary, shell, sweep, and heist jobs. Most of them involve breaking and entering. If you don't like that kind of work, talk to Delvin. He runs the more up-close and personal jobs.
Let's go burglary.
Pretty simple. Break into a house, grab a specific item, and get out before they realize what's going on. The catch is you can't kill anyone who lives there, or you forfeit the payment. You ready for some good old-fashioned burglary?
I'm in.
Fine. Here's everything you need to know.
So, you're Brynjolf's new protege, eh? Don't look like much to me.
Out with it. Time is money.
Okay, so now we have to travel to Solitude.
It's one thing to say you've got the skill. Now that you mention it, there is. I have a buyer with, shall we say, a very odd taste in literature. Looking for some particular books.
You mean porn?
I'm told they're the ravings of a madman, a wizard named Arundel, and his peculiar cravings. It's said to be spread across 4 volumes, and very hard to come by. My client is offering quite a reward for them, which I'd split with you.
Even in a fantasy world, I can't get away from my librarian job.
Then we have a deal. In his later years, Arundel moved into some ice caves known as Ingvild. He preferred the solitude in which to perform his experiments.
Oh, it's an ice cave full of heaven knows what. Even better.
Only rumors. He used to have a home in Dawnstar until they burned it down. The people say he was doing unspeakable experiments on reanimation. Rituals only a necromancer would perform.
Even better.
He made for Ingvild. He was never heard from again.
Oh, so it's going to be an ice cave full of undead things. Even better.
Until next time.
Oh, there's...
All eyes are on you, lad. Don't disappoint us.
Even if you're one of us, you better not make trouble. They call me Dirge because I'm the last thing you hear before they put you in the ground. Why? You think it's funny or something?
It's kind of funny.
Oh yeah? I think so too. You're pretty smart. Hey, here. Have one on the house.
Woohoo! Free booze.
I already told you. They call me Dirge because I'm the last thing you hear before they put you in the ground.
See,
until next time.
Let me guess. He just plucked you off the street and dropped you into the thick of things without telling you which way is up. Am I right? Lying to my face isn't going to win you any favours with me. I can promise you that. On the other hand, taking some of these extra jobs off my hands, now, that'll get you to the top of my list.
Could do with some advice, I guess.
See, that kind of attitude comes from someone who wants to get rich and stay alive long enough to enjoy it. We're going to get along nicely. So, if you've got the nerve, I've got plenty of extra jobs to help get the guild back on its feet.
Back on its feet?
Look around you. The flagon, the guild, it's all falling apart.
Well, we are in a sewer.
A few decades ago, this place was as busy as the Imperial City. Now, you'll be lucky if you don't trip over a skeever instead. Look, I know the others think I'm a bit daft for saying stuff like this, but I'm gonna give it to you straight. Something out there is piss-drunk mad at us. I don't know who or what it is, but it's beyond just you and me. We've been cursed.
A curse? What can we do about it?
I'll tell you what we do. We spit in that curse's face and turn things around down here. Put things back the way they were. That's where you come in. I've got plenty of work available that could guide us down the road to recovery. All you need to do is ask, and we can both come out of this smelling like a rose.
Which is something of a miracle, seeing as how we're in a sorting sewer. I don't think I need help training the snake.
Watch yourself out there. The mercenaries are in Goth hire to train killers. Just ask our poor little Vex.
And we already know what doing the extra guilds jobs will give us.
I handle the fishing, numbers, and bedlam jobs. The ones with a more personal touch. If break-ins are more your thing, go talk to Vex.
No, break-ins were more my thing, but...
Most of the establishments in Skyrim keep their transactions recorded within business ledgers. Your job will be to change the numbers in those books so the shortfalls from our other jobs look legit. Feel like doing a bit of writing?
I really can't escape from my job in this game.
Just keep your eyes open and your mouth shut and you'll do fine. Let me give you the details.
Hopefully this will be a little closer than Solitude. Markarth, not much closer.
All eyes are on you, lad. Don't disappoint us.
Huh. I suppose I can work with your face. After all, the sculptor cannot always choose the finest clay.
You must be this face sculptor I've heard about.
Yes, I once practiced my art in the salons and manners of Tamriel's great and good. Now the scum of Skyrim are my only clients. But no matter, the greatest artists are never recognized in their own time. So, are you here as a client? Shall I remake your face?
1,000 gold. Even if I had 1,000 gold.
Indeed. It is no small thing to submit yourself to the flesh sculptor's knife. Until next time.
Yeah, I was actually looking for... What's her name? There we go.
So you're the new recruit, huh? Well, looks like you and I are gonna have to get very well acquainted.
Say, why's that?
I'm the fence down here. You come by anything you don't exactly own, and I'll pay you some coin for it. Minus a little slice for the guild, of course. I can also provide a few supplies useful to our trade now and again, for a small fee.
Is there anything you don't charge for?
Sure. How about I get Dirge to knock you over your head and dump you into the cistern? Look, I've been in this business a long time, and I've seen all types. You can play it tough, or you can play it smart. Whatever. At the end of the day, you'll find that all we care about down here is how much gold you can make us.
Understood.
Good. Then there isn't much more to say. Here's your armor. Just make sure you put it to good use. Well, you could always speak to Delvin, or if you're looking for training, we've got plenty of it down here. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
You can sell her legitimately acquired items as well. Which is good, because I've got quite a bit of this stuff to get rid of. I won't make you watch me start fencing all my stuff, though, although I've got a fair bit to get rid of.
Don't look like much.
Welcome to the cozy little family. I'm one of the lookouts for the guild.
But I am going to change into my new armor, because this is actually a pretty good set of gear, and gloves of the pugilist, your unarmed strikes do additional damage. Could be worth hanging on to, and you'll see that this is the finest armor I've got at the moment, better than even my fine leather armor. But, yep, the Thieves Guild armor increases your carrying capacity by 20 points. The boots increase your pickpocketing success by 15%. The gloves make lockpicking 15% easier, and the Thieves Guild hood makes your prices 10% better. So now that I have that, I can truly start selling my gear. And I think we will leave Lydia here to wait for us in the sewer. So next time, after I unload gear, resupply, and get myself ready to go, sorry I had to do that, but don't I just look dashing and sneaky? But yeah, next time we will attack the meadery. We'll see you then.